A bill moving through the Vermont State House could scale back non-compete clauses in Vermont.
Lawmakers are revisiting this legislation after a previous version of the bill did not make it out of the 2019 session. Now, lawmakers are trying again with hopes of protecting Vermont workers.
NBC5's Anna Goober joins us live in the newsroom with more on this, Anna.
Yeah, so Lauren and Jack, work is still being done to finalize the bill, but as it stands, it does have bipartisan support. The bill does not completely wipe out non-competes in Vermont, but it would limit when they can be used.
When Ashley Bartley accepted a human resources job in Vermont, she said she'd been given no notice of what she'd receive in the mail a week into the job.
The non-compete agreement was actually mailed to me with no note, no nothing, just like as a certified mail.
Bartley says she was surprised to learn every employee was required to sign a non-compete. Then, weeks later, after being elected a Franklin 1 state representative, she got more unexpected news.
Within the first 2 weeks of me serving, I was let go from my position.
A new mom at the time, Bartley says that non-compete barred her from working for any competitor across 4 states for 2 years. And now she shares her story while supporting a bill that aims to scale back non-competes in Vermont.
I don't think we should be putting up barriers to work in the state of Vermont. That's not the Vermont way.
If passed, Act 205, a bill with bipartisan support, would limit when and how non-competes can be used in Vermont. That includes exempting employees making at or below 3 times the minimum wage and limiting how far and how long the agreement can apply.
It doesn't matter what party you're from or what gender you are, we want to make sure that people are protected.
Chris Bajorquez, a Burlington employment attorney, says it could lead to hesitancy from employers.
They'll keep their cards a bit closer to their chest because they're worried that if they don't have this protection, it may hurt their long-term business goals.
But lawmakers say the goal is balance, protecting businesses while making sure workers aren't locked out of opportunity. And Bartley says she hopes her experience helps move that conversation forward.
It's really kind of the balancing act between employee, employer.
Now, one specific group of employees this bill is designed to support is healthcare workers. In Vermont, state law already prohibits non-compete clauses for attorneys so that if they change their firms, their clients can choose to follow them. Well, now lawmakers want to extend that same protection to healthcare professionals. And if passed, the bill would let doctors and other providers move practices without penalty, allowing their patients to continue seeing their same doctor at a new office. In the newsroom, Anna Goober, NBC5 News.